literally been so long since I filmed a video, so enjoy this video that I decide to post. I have so many videos that I have edited and processed, and it was ready to be posted, and then I never got around to posting them, so they never got posted. So this video will get posted. Yeah, so I guess this video is just gonna be a random video just to get posted. When I had my last video, I think I had my braces off. Yeah, I did have my braces off, so this is nothing new. And I still have a little lisp from my bottom retainer, which is not fine. I know in a minute I'll get used to it. But I'd say from the last video that I posted that my life definitely drastically changed. It's crazy, like when I go back on my channel and I look back on everything, like I go back from videos that I posted 2 years ago to a video that I just posted a month ago. I'm like, I did not see this coming at all. And I just sit there, I'm just like, wow, like it's crazy you can be in specific times in your life and God already knows, you know, what's about to happen or the drastic change that's about to come, and you sit there so innocent and have no idea. And it's just crazy. I think the last time I posted a video was cleaning my closet, and I finished another semester of school. I graduate next year with the help of the Lord. I pray that He is with me, because it definitely gets harder and harder every semester, and I know things will definitely be a lot more difficult for me. But I have no choice but to hold on to God and truly depend on Him. And I just continue to remind myself that God wouldn't put me through anything that I can't bear. So anything that I go through in this life is because He sees that I'm fit enough to get through it. And I just thank Him enough for even trusting me with trouble or just choosing me, you know, and I want to make Him proud. So I made some crazy mistakes that I never thought I would have made in my life, absolutely at all. But you know, life is life, and even when life is life, and I just gotta give all glory to God and know that it's not over and this is not the end, and I just have to, you know, keep pushing through the pain, through the disappointment. Even during my season of loneliness, I have never in my life, and I'm telling you, never in my life have I felt so alone. Like, I mean so alone. I really feel like God is putting me in a season where I have to be by myself. And I'm telling you, it's crazy, because I sit here and I'm just like, I feel like I'm going crazy because I'm by myself. Like, I'm literally by myself. And I'm just like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I appreciate this period of my life where I'm just sitting around trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do today? Like, I have nothing to do. And even in those periods, you know, I'm thanking God, because I know there's going to come a time down the road when I start school and when things start getting drastic and changing. I'm going to be thinking about these moments where I had nothing to do. And, you know, times where I can just sit and I can just pray and I can just talk to God, and His word can just be an encouragement to me. You know, when that negativity tries to come in my head, you know, just singing praises to God or just talking to Him is just so beautiful. And I love Him because I never truly understood the mercy of God like I understand it now. You know, and I'm just so appreciative that I can just fall onto His mercy. And I'm just so appreciative that He's just been so good to me. Despite everything, despite my mishaps, my mistakes, my falling, He has showed me that His love for me is unconditional. Which is crazy, because you would think that you have people in your life that loves you unconditionally until you do something that they didn't never want you to do, or until you say something that rubbed them the wrong way, or It can just be a series of things that you can do that can show people's real love for you, that it can show you who's really down for you and who's not, and who was ever, and the people that was just going along to just go along. You know, the people that stick with you through the good, and the people that stick with you through the bad, those are your people. And at 22 years old, I'm learning that. And I know my 17-year-old self will look at me right now with her mouth dead open, like what? Like, Amara, what? What is going on with you? I sit and I think about my younger self, and I'm just like, and I try to pinpoint and think in my life, like, where did I go wrong? Like, I go back, and I was at my nephew's graduation. He graduated kindergarten and he's going to the 1st grade, and me and my baby sister were talking, and we were like, oh, just to go back here, just to start all over, like, I would love to come here. Like, I love to start here and just do my life all over again. And, you know, that was something that I was thinking about. And I was just like, where did I go wrong? Like, what happened to me? Like, I don't know. And I honestly, I just sit and I just ponder on it. And I'm just like, you know what? Like, everything happens for a reason. And no matter what, I sit and I rest in the fact that, through it all, that God chose me, and that gives me comfort, and that gives me peace. And, you know, I'm thanking God for that, and I'm appreciative for that. I still live by myself. It'll be a year and 2 months since I've been living on my own. It'll be a year in 2 months, not a year and 2 months. My lisp. It'll be a year in August since I've been living on my own. And it has been one of the toughest, I'm telling you, it's been so tough. It's been so tough. If I would have known that moving out of my parents' house would have caused the chaos that it has caused in my life today, I would have stayed at home, honestly. But I'm just like, stay home. Like, stay home. Don't try to move out. Like, I felt like I needed to move out. I needed that sense of independency, and I did it, and I felt like I was mature, you know, and everyone around me would tell me that I'm mature, like go move out, like, and I was doing well, but I was not ready to move out. I was not ready to move out. Yeah, I might have had the income and I could get bills paid, but mentally and emotionally, I was not mature. I was not ready for this real world, you know, because my parents, they kept me in, like, their bosom, and they did, like, a really good job at trying to, like, protect me from the world. And I'm a very sensitive person, and that's something I don't like. If anybody asks me what my weakness is definitely my sensitivity. I feel like I'm really an empath, because anything can make me emotional. But I feel like my parents have done a really good job at trying to protect me from the world and everything that happens in the world. And then I went out into the world, and I was naive. And so much happened, and it caused me to grow up a lot faster than I've intended. And, you know, things happen, and it's okay. I keep reminding myself, and I keep telling myself that, you know, everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And next year in December, when I graduate from nursing school, when I go to my pinning ceremony and I get my degree and all of this, I'm going to look back at this and be like, wow, like, my journey was hard. My story is going to be different from a lot of people, but I made it. Like, God, I made it. Like, I didn't see this when I was alone in my house. I wasn't thinking about this. I didn't see this, but you saw it. And that's why I can't stress enough the importance of just trusting God. And I learned to truly trust him. And I had no choice but to trust him. And I have no choice but to trust him. But my stink is not here with me right now. I miss my stink. My stink is with his dad. I miss my stink so much, but I'm not a good mom right now because when my stink is with his dad, he has a big yard, and I mean a big yard. Like he has his brother, and he can go out and he can just play all day, in the morning, at night, in the evening. He can just play. But when he's with me, I have to put him on the leash and take him outside. And I can get very lazy. And when he just wants to sit there and lay in the grass, I'm like, I don't want to sit outside, stink. Like, you got to go potty so we can go back in. I don't want to sit out here. Bad mom. I'm a bad mom. Bad mom. So he is with his dad because that is definitely what's best for him right now until I get my P's and Q's in order. Yeah, it's summer. Today is June 8th. June 8th. I go back to school in 2 months and a couple weeks. That's like, I'm trying to think of stuff that like has definitely changed since my last YouTube video. Things have just been things, and life has just been life. And I guess the thing that encourages me the most is that even when I can't see it, it's okay. Even when it hurts, it's okay. I try to keep that, you know, my motto. And oh man, when they say watch what you say, and watch what you say, not only watch what you say, but remember your testimonies, because it can be used against you, right? I always say, and I have always said, in my prayers, when I talk to God, my motto has always been, Lord, no matter what is brought against me, no matter what I have to go through, no matter the situation, no matter the circumstance, you are still good, and I will always have a praise in my mouth. Always, no matter what I'm going through, God, no matter what I'm going through, no matter what they say, what he say, she say, they say, no matter what, I can lose everything that I have, all of it, and you're still going to be good, and I'm still going to thank you, hallelujah. And that came and that bit me in the butt, and I found myself in a place where I was upset, foolishly, and mad at God because of something that I had seen. And I was so mad, and I was just like, no, like, I do this and I do that, and I pray and I do this, and nothing ever good happens for me. Like, I don't deserve this. This is unfair. This is me foolishly talking, reacting out of my feelings, right? And I never just sat there and pondered and said, you know what? Amen. It's okay. I'm like, no, I'm mad. Like, I'm always going through stuff. If it's not one thing, it's another. Like, I can never catch a break for a year and a half now, almost a year. Yeah, a year and a half now. I have been going through the worst storm of my life. And I pray and I magnify God. And I do this and I do that. And it's like my prayers are hitting the ceiling and he's not listening to me. I'm done. Like, I'm tired. I'm done. And that hurt me. It hurt me so much because as I laid there crying, every testimony that I ever stood up in front of people, or any testimony that I even spoke down within myself, came back to my mind. And that motto that I live by, it came back into my mind. That, remember you said, like, despite what happens, despite the circumstance, despite what you go through, remember you said that you're still gonna praise me, and I'm still good. So what is going on now? Like, what's going on? And that hurt me, man. I was mad and I was upset, and it didn't take me a long time, but it really caused me to have to humble myself because I'm not deserving of anything at all. And just to be alive today is enough, something that I absolutely didn't even deserve. So to do what I did, and to think how I thought, and to say what I had said was just flat out wrong. And I had to recognize that. And I was driving home one morning and I was listening to a song, and it was a song that said, Lord, you are good. you have been so good. Like, and I was just driving, and even though every wrong thing that has gone on in my life in the span of 2 months, it still could not top the goodness of God. It still could not top everything that God has done for me. It still could not top everything God has brought me through. It still could not top the fact that I remember in August being in my darkest season, and I was so close to killing myself. And I mean, I was so close to killing myself, and he saved me. He saved me, because I should be on my way. I should be awaiting a burning hell right now. But his grace and his mercy. And I'm just driving. I'm like, I allowed something so minuscule, so little, to really alter my frame of thinking like that, to get me mad like that. And I was just like, and I was just crying, and I was just crying. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, like, you have been so good to me. I don't want to ever lose sight of everything that I have now, because God, everything that you have given me, you can take it away in a split second. And I'm just like, I'm foolish, God. I have been foolish, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. And I was just praying, and I felt his spirit just in my car. That's why I just say he's just so good and so merciful. Like, I don't deserve that. Like, I did not deserve that at all. At all. For him to meet me right in my car. I'm telling you, I didn't deserve that. And I remember just driving and just singing, and then the part of the song came on, and it said, so many doors you've opened, so many ways you made, so many times you healed me. You've been better than good to me. And I'm just like, man, that was speaking to my soul, because he has been so good to me. He has been better than good to me. And I'm in my season right now today where I know what it's like to evidently speak that if I lose absolutely everyone in my life and I still have God, I am good. If there's nobody that call me and check up on me, if there's nobody that comes around, if everyone looks, stares, judges, ridicules me, at the end of the day, I'll always keep this beautiful smile on my face, because the joy of the Lord is my strength. And the joy of the Lord is something that nobody can take away from me. Be mad, be upset, talk about me, look at me, walk away from me. I don't care. That's what I'm saying. I don't care. Like, I have the Lord. Like, that brings me so much comfort. And you know, I never really understood it until now. Truly, I never really understood it until now. And I'm definitely in a place where I'm like, I've definitely matured, and I've definitely grown, because I have made a lot of decisions, foolish decisions, based off my feelings, and knowing that my feelings are so deceitful. And I knew better to not follow my heart, because my heart is wicked. I have a wicked heart. I am wicked. I'm a wicked person. Yes, I am. And every single day the Holy Spirit is cleaning me up, and I'm just like, man, if I could go back to the year, I always say the year 2020, but even if I could just go back to 6 months ago, if I could just go back to a year ago, you know, my life is evident of what will happen to you when you refuse to listen to God. And I refused to listen to him, because I wanted to dab my hand in the pot and fix everything myself, because I wasn't patient, and I didn't want to hurt, and I didn't want to wait. And I should have waited, because I know that God is faithful. And I remind myself that he won't leave me here. And I remind myself of Jeremiah 29:11. And I just keep telling myself, like, this is only a season. Like, yeah, Amara, weeping only endures for a night. Like, and I encourage myself. And I have no choice but to encourage myself. But God has been so good. And I'm definitely making this video so that this is something that we can look back on and just thank God, because God has been good. And you know, I'm definitely going to be growing and prospering, and even in the midst of my life right now, everything is going to be okay. And that is what I keep telling myself, Amara, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And that gives me strength. that gives me strength every day. And when you see me smiling, it is not a fake smile. My smile is real. My smile is genuine, because it's very important to remove yourself from toxicity, and it's very important to remove yourself from negativity. And when you finally find the strength to remove yourself, and when you finally find the courage to choose yourself, there's joy within that. And I'm doing that, and God has just been good. God has just been good. So my life is looking up. And I'm just so excited, because I know school is about to get so much more harder. Like, they were talking to me about 12-hour clinicals that's about to start up. I thought clinicals was like 7-8 hours. No, these are 12-hour clinicals. Like 12-hour, like you have to go in the hospital, and that's a 12, and you don't get paid for it at all. So I'm just like, whew, if I thought last semester was hard, this semester is really about to be. But you know, I have a new level of motivation. I have something in my life that motivates me and pushes me to just be greater and just to keep going, because, you know, it's just not about me anymore. It's not all about Amara anymore. Amara. That's dead, okay? So if you're watching this, and if you have watched to the end, thank you so much for watching. I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I did mention this. I hit my 1 year with my locks, May 23rd. It's been a year. And my hair, I'm telling you, it has drastically changed. It has changed so much. I mean, the shrinkage is real. That's the most annoying part, is the shrinkage, because I'm like, my hair is not growing, and then I get out the shower and I have a hang time, and I'm like, and then my hair will get dry and it will shrivel up. I'm like, okay, this is the worst stage of locks, is the shrinkage. I need to see my length. I need to see my length. But getting locks has also been a beautiful choice of mine that I decided to make, that I paid for and did absolutely on my own. My braces. Shout out to my dad's insurance, but this is also a step that I took on my own. There's a lot of choices that I made for me that has actually turned out to be good, and I'm appreciative of that stuff. So thank y'all so much for watching, and please tune in to more videos, because this is not going to be the last. I'm really trying to do more. I'm really trying to do more videos at the same time of keeping my life private, and having a sense of just, you know, privacy, and just knowing that, you know, I can enjoy little stuff just for me. And when I'm ready to share that stuff and put that out in the world, then I'll do that on my time. But yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and be sure to tune in to more videos that is to come in the future.